Brian Powell of I Run Far here with Stephanie Howe after her second place finish at the Lake Sonoma 50 mile. How's it going?
Good, really good.
You came in here with saying you basically didn't train. I mean, you did some cross training, you did some running.
Yeah.
Did you run within yourself today?
You know, I did. I started a little faster than maybe I had planned it, but I felt good. Like, I really felt good. So, yeah, and I think in the middle, for sure, I was just kind of running. I was smiling, and so that's kind of fun.
So you may have been going fast, but you weren't consciously pushing the pace.
No, I was just feeling good. I had done this race 2 years ago, and I remember that last 11 miles just ate me up. And so I was like, nope, just be patient until that part. So.
When did Emily get out ahead of you?
Well, we were kind of just running together. I had some stomach problems at the beginning, nothing major, but I had to take a couple stops, and she just got ahead there, and I never saw her again. So maybe that was like mile 15.
And you and her, there was a pretty similar gap for quite a while.
Yeah. I think it was like 2 to 3 minutes for most of the race, and then she got away. She got a little further ahead at the end.
When did you sort of have that feeling that, she was really pulling away? Not just
I got a split that she was like 7 or 8 minutes. I was like, "Ooh, she's starting to gap me," and I was running maybe a little too comfortable. I had to turn on the extra gear at the last 4 miles.
And how to work out with Jody out there?
Good. She ran with us for a while. She was kind of going off in front, which I expected. She's so fast. And she struggled a little bit on the climbs, and then I just never saw her again. So
you were pretty much not alone, because there was.
I was alone for a while, a good part of it. There was a couple guys.
But.
Yeah.
Not really.
No, not really.
Pretty much in your own head.
Solo. Yeah. But I was doing this little thing, like not till the end, but when there was 10 miles to go, I would when my watch would chime, I'd say 10, and then 9 miles would go 9, so I could excite myself.
So you did have a little gift to yourself, a little trick to
I was tricking
make it
myself.
positive.
Yeah, trying to smile and have fun.
Were there any, aside from a little stomach problem early, did you have any other low spots or trouble along the way?
This is the best I felt in a 50, and I think I did really good with the nutrition. I've had some races where it hasn't been awesome, but today, and it's probably going to sound gross, but I did every 15 minutes with my little gel flask, and then at the aid stations I had Coke and chips. So I had a lot, but I felt great. Like, energy level was good the whole day.
So it's good to hear you say, as someone with a very strong nutrition background, that in an ultra race, like Coke and chips.
Oh yeah. No, it's good. You want the simple stuff when you're racing because you can digest it. And the chips are great because if your stomach's a little queasy, it usually helps settle it.
Yeah. Do you take salt along the way?
I do. And today it was a little chilly at the beginning, so I wasn't taking a ton, but I was trying to take 2 to 3 an hour when it got sunny out, and I think that helped. I didn't have any problems later on.
Are you doing an electrolyte drink, or
I just do water. I like to know how many calories I'm getting, so I do the flask and then just water.
And then salt separately.
And then salt separately.
Each constituent.
It keeps me busy the whole time. Like, oh, it's time for salt, and then 5 more minutes. Oh, it's time for gel.
You don't have to think about the fact that this is stupidly runnable.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I loved the big climbs because I just got in a groove and went up them. But the last part is so hard for me because it's just relentless. You can run it, everything. It's so hard.
So what else do you have on your plate for this spring?
Western States.
Excited about that.
I'm excited. It's going to be a big step. So I need to get some training under my belt, and I shouldn't say I hadn't been training, but I've been doing like 50 miles a week, which is pretty minimal. So I think I need to step it up a little bit before Western States. And
how do you think that will change how you approach your training?
More volume, less intensity, I think. I have to talk to Ian. We were chatting a little bit, and we're like, we need to talk about training next. So.
And which Ian do you train with?
Ian Torrance.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
So you still have to work out that plan exactly.
Yeah, I got to see what that looks like. The goal was to get me healthy and to just get some consistency with training, because before, I got really fit cross-training. Like every race that I talked to, I was like, I cross-trained before this. It was great because I could get fit, but then I would go into the race, and on the other side I would kind of break myself because I just wasn't used to that pounding. So to break the cycle, we're like, okay, get some consistent training, stay healthy, and then once I've addressed some of that, then, you know, start to increase it a little bit.
And you feel like you've got that base now?
Yeah, I feel ready. I mean, within reason. Like, I'm not going to go crazy now, but some longer runs will be on the dock, I think.
Well, nice running this weekend,
Thank
and
you.
best of luck getting ready for Western States.
Thank you. A gel, because I kept like hitting the top of my flask, so there's like a little...
Of your special...
My concoction, yeah.
Why the concoction?
It's easier for me than opening packets, because I can just sip on it, because I'll open a packet and then I won't eat the whole thing right away, so it's a little easier.
So the recipe for Stephanie, special Cliff.
I'll tell it on.
Well, it's rolling right now, so.
It is 2 scoops of Carbo Pro and then 4 Cliff shot gels with a little water.
But I remember you opening the gels yesterday at the coffee shop.
Squeezing it in.
And there were different flavors. That's what gets.
Yeah, I like to mix the flavors. So my first one was like strawberry vanilla, and my second one was like mocha chocolate cherry. So I get like different.
So ones that kind of complement each other, not a
not
lemon,
like totally just like
coffee, cherry, chocolate.
Yeah, no.